one of the things that Andy talked about was how easy it is to provision systems. One of the problems there is that you're using pre-canned images. So we developed an internal tool that looks directly within the API provided by VMware. And we're able to provide our software completely in a dynamic fashion. So we define a host name, something friendly that we can then refer to it as. And then we define the environment that we want for that machine. So, sorry about the visibility. What we have here is the release. Now this refers to portal release. We support everything from 6.0, 6.1, 6.15, all the way up to 7.0. Now, how many of you actually use Portal internally? Any kind of Portal, okay? So Portal 7 is the next environment that we're looking at. And the problem for us there is that there are nightly builds that come down from the people working on it. We have 3 to 4 builds of Portal coming down. Now, this is an enterprise product, so it's not very lightweight. So you can see there, when I expose that, we have at least 30 to 40 different images available to us at any point in time that you can pick and install. Once you've picked your Portal, you can pick your database. Now, the database can either be on the machine itself, so on the instance itself, or one that you've already deployed and you have like a dedicated database for high I/O or whatnot. So the benefit of doing it on the image by itself is you can have a self-contained environment that you can give to a customer or put onto your laptop and then fly for a demo. And this will have your LDAP, this will have your database and your Portal. All this available within about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Completely and utterly customized to the build of Portal that you want, not just a standard pre-canned image that Amazon EC2 provides for you. So, as I said, this is an environment that we custom built, and this took about 1.5 to 2 days, and it's just already leveraging all the installation facilities that we have internally. And how many of you use Lab Manager internally at all? How many of you used any virtualization products, whether on your desktop? Okay, so Lab Manager is a lifecycle management tool. So it'll decommission machines after a certain amount of time or allow you to. So there we go. Okay, so we've created a machine and there it is being deployed. So this is a custom machine as per the user, as per the user's request, available for him to play with and fix bugs with. Not that we have any. All right, so this is a slide that I stole from Anthony. As many environments that you guys represent, you have to acquire hardware when you need it to scale. When you needed a new instance of anything, you couldn't just simply disconnect the box or figure out who is using it. So you had to go purchase, beg, steal. Now, you don't have to think about it. You shouldn't care about the hardware that you have. So now you always have an on-demand autonomous instance available to you. So deploying Portal, someone said half a day. Well, we used to be able to do it on a physical machine within an hour. Now in the virtual space, because we're using a consolidated blade system, we can do it in 30 minutes. And this is for a brand new install of Portal. Updating Wickham used to take 15, now it takes 3 minutes. Provisioning of new hardware is now instant because you shouldn't ever care about what hardware you use. Now, this allowed us to have a look at new means of deploying our own product. So one of the things that we do for our developers is provide an RPM of Portal. Every night as new Portal builds come down, we package them up and push them onto a repository that then people connect to, and they can very easily, within 2 to 3 minutes, install DB2 and Portal completely working, completely started, onto their own development boxes or onto their own laptops. So this is something that wasn't possible when we were in the physical space, so to speak. Now, clusters. How many of you build clustered software? I don't mean develop, but actually deployed. How long does it take? Anyone? A couple of minutes? Okay. Completely customized. Sorry? If you've got a workflow, yeah. Okay. So what we've actually done here is done exactly that. We've not only virtualized, but customized the way Portal is deployed to provide you with an image of, or rather a clustered image of Portal within about 2 to 3 minutes. Now, if you want 2 nodes or you want 32 nodes, completely interlinked, knowing about each other, and with a customized version of Portal. This is something that you cannot get with any product at the moment. Okay? So I'll spare you the details, but essentially you go through here, you define your database once again, you define your LDAP, You define your cluster. So there we're picking the database. You click the button, and it gets pushed across to, in our case, to Lab Manager once again. And there you have it. You can provide it as a demo or have it available for support. So what are the benefits that we've seen? For us, it's the ability to build custom tools. For us, it's to be able to provide our product to the customer faster and make sure that it's tested better, because we can guarantee each and every environment that was tested. As was mentioned, these are benefits of virtualization. This is what we saw within our environment. Okay, so IBM has a Smarter Planet initiative. For us, by allowing us to decommission old servers, we're able to save power and save power and therefore save a bit of budgetary constraints. So we consolidated our workload from about 60 physical servers to only 14 physical blades, and thus be able to still scale out our offering. Better utilization of existing resources, and one of the more important ones for us was elimination of bureaucracy, and that is the ability to not care about the hardware. As a team, you shouldn't care what you have, you should only care about getting your job done. So if you're in test or dev, you shouldn't care how many boxes you have and whether or not you can get your job done. So the last point there is commodifying system deployment. One of the things we've always concentrated on within the systems team is actually getting the system out there to our customer. And for us, our customer is an internal one. So initially, we looked at system provisioning. How we customize the stack, how we get it out there. That used to be the most cumbersome part of the whole process. Then we looked at development of a product, testing it, and then delivery to the external customer. What we were able to do with virtualization with cloud is get rid of system provisioning. It should be available to you on demand like water out of the tap. The next thing that we're concentrating on is autonomous testing. And after that, we're looking within our team is how we can deliver it to the customer. So for us at the moment is we used to package up the VMs and throw them onto a CD and then send them to the customer. Now we're looking at delivering our product directly to the customer's infrastructure or running them internally and giving them access to it so they can test. So for example, what do you call it? People that build software on top of yours, right? They can access your environment directly, deploy their stack, play with it without ever having to leave their office. So that's the next point of concentration for us. For us, in order to succeed with this, it was free reign from management. I was able to do what I wanted, which was nice. As far as licensing of the cloud software, we used a lot of VMware stuff. From a budgeting perspective, you might think that this is very expensive to go virtual, to go cloud. If you have a look at your agreements with IBM, if you have a look at your agreements with VMware, if you have them already, you will note that you can use a lot of their products without having to spend any money. So everything that we've achieved, we actually haven't spent a single cent. We already had these agreements in place at IBM-wide level, and chances are you already have them at a company-wide level with the big VMwares and the IBMs. So before you take any offering, I suggest you run trials, demos, or workshops for the software that you will be using and see how it customizes to your software stack. So there's a lot of off-the-shelf products out there that don't necessarily, once you install them, allow you to do exactly what you want. So as was pointed out, make sure that for your stack, there is a software and you can customize it. And the last point there is breaking down walls, and this is for us was management and their team. So how often do you ask an accountant to change a tire? You don't. You let him concentrate on saving you or cheating the tax system as much as possible. Okay? So what you want to do is make sure that your test team concentrates on what they do best, and that's clicking around your product. So use what you need, not what you think you need.